Whitney from EcoVeganGal.com. I got such an overwhelming response from people about my last video, which was a journal style and asking if you would like me to continue doing that type of video while I'm kind of transitioning from my hectic life into my, hopefully, life that I'm anticipating to be more relaxed and full of time for me to work on Eco-Vegan-Gal videos. So many of you just seemed like you like whatever type of video, even if it's not that informative and just kind of more like talking and relaxed and casual. So I guess I'll start doing them more often. You asked for it, you're gonna get it. I thought it might be fun if I just kind of chatted with you while I was making my dinner. Also because I made almost this exact salad last night. I'm using these beautiful mixed greens I got from the farmer's market. And what makes them extra beautiful is that they have edible flowers in them, or in it. Oh, and it's just delicious. I wish I had some more. I'm also going to be using some purslane, which is a plant I'm starting to learn more about thanks to my beautiful friend Amber of Epic Self, who was telling me about this when we went shopping with each other the other day, and apparently it contains a lot of omega-3s. At least I believe that's what she said. I have to look more into it. But I love it because it's really delicious. It's kind of like succulent-like, so it's like chewy. Just has this great new taste. And then I'm going to be throwing in some cucumber and tomato and carrot, and Amber also convinced me to start using more daikon radish. And then I'm going to dress it with an orange pistachio dressing. If you haven't seen that video recipe I did yet, you should check it out. It was a couple weeks ago at this point. So anyways, enough about that. I guess my little thoughts of the day is I spent the whole day. It is 6:30 already. Oh my gosh. It has been a long day for me. Tuesdays are one of my only days off, meaning I don't have to go anywhere, but I still have a ton of things to do, especially now that I have this upcoming trip. So I had to get up early. I sold a ton of things. I sold my kitchen table, which I was absolutely in love with. It was like heartbreaking to let it go. I sold a desk. Was that today? I can't even remember. I think that, yes, that was this morning. And then I sold my bed frame, and a dresser, all this stuff. So I've been busy talking to all these different people and selling things. Oh yeah, there was a fourth too. It was selling like odds and ends. So yeah, a huge part of my day was that. Then I had to take my car into the shop to get it all tuned up. Unfortunately, it cost me a little bit more than I wanted to spend, but it's worth it because my car is all prepared for this trip. And then I went to the dentist. I can't wait to tell you all about that. I'm going to do a whole video on my dental experience at the Green Dentistry. That place is so phenomenal. I just cannot say enough good things about it. So I'm actually planning on doing a little video with Dr. Patel, who's the main doctor there, and I think she actually might even own the place. She's going to share some really great health tips about how keeping your gums and your teeth healthy will keep the rest of your body healthy. A lot of things that I didn't know. So I feel incredibly fortunate because she's very holistic-minded and very eco-conscious, as is the whole office. It's a really special place. And then I had to go get my car again, blah, 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 all this different stuff, and phone meetings, just like, it's crazy, you know? It's amazing how even on a day off, all this stuff happens. I'm sure many of you can relate. Life just gets so busy and complicated, and that's actually just kind of a big running theme right now, is I'm really actively looking for ways that I can cut back on all of that and just live a more relaxed existence and do things that really matter and that are really important to me. That's also why, as hard as it is to let go of material things, like all these things I've been selling through Craigslist, it's been really refreshing. My apartment, you can't see it right now, is just so bare. it's missing all this furniture. I'm slowly just getting rid of all these odds and ends that I don't really need. And I still have a lot of things that I gotta go through and see if, again, how important they are to me. I would love to have a very small amount of stuff. I'm digitizing a lot of things, which has been really cool, because the majority of space has been taken up by papers like receipts and, you know, medical stuff and memories and whatever else, whatnot. I've been spending a lot of time getting rid of all this junk mail that I've been receiving and making sure I'm taking off all these mailing lists. So just cutting back on all of that has made a huge difference. And I already got rid of my grater. So I'm going to slice this daikon pretty thinly. So yeah, it's been a really interesting process and really rejuvenating, and I think that it's just going to get better and better. Just getting down to the bare bones in terms of what I'm bringing back with me across country to Massachusetts, so that I don't feel way down there, you know. Right now, my entire car is going to be packed to the brim, and I don't really want it like that. I want to have some room, and what am I going to do with all this stuff, you know? Like, do I really need all these different outfit changes and I don't even know what else. I think clothing takes up the majority of it all. And just various things. I don't know. It's crazy what we accumulate with our lives, isn't it? Yeah, so it's just been a fascinating opportunity for me to do a lot of reflecting, as I've mentioned before. And I feel like I'm on this even deeper journey to get to know myself a little bit more consciously than usual. And that's great too. So I encourage all of you to find different ways that you can shift in your own lives into new things and inspire yourself to just try something different, you know? It's usually not that hard. It can usually, more often than not, people are just afraid. And then when they actually do it, it's not that big of a deal. So try selling some things that you don't really need. Go through your stuff. I've had so many thoughts lately, I can't remember if I put this in a video yet, but I may even do a whole video separately of this one about how important it is, I think, to constantly be minimizing, constantly be considering what's necessary versus what's too much. It's been such a big thing that I've learned as an environmentalist, is that we just don't need that much. Actually, often the less that we have, the happier that we are. We don't have the burden, because so much, it can actually take up a lot of money too, you know? Like, for example, I'm trying to cut all my stuff down so that I have less things to put in storage, and that's going to cost me less money. So the more stuff I had, it would cost a lot. And moving out of this apartment, as beautiful as it is and wonderful as it's been to live here, I don't really need it, and it's going to be a lot cheaper to kind of float around in my car and stay with friends and family, and maybe find a less expensive place to live for a little while. And again, kind of just reconsidering what's honestly most important to me. And right now, what's most important is that I have free time, that I get to eat good food all the time, and I have friends and family around me, and I get to focus on my passions. And that's what this trip I'm about to take is all about. And, you know, it plays such a big role in food as well. So, as you can see, this is a really simple meal, but I am so excited about it. It's got all these different flavors and colors. This is even before the dressing goes on it. Tons of nutrition packed into here. And it's so simple. You know, the vegan diet can be so unnecessarily complicated with all these, like additives and over-processing and all these things that we do because we think that it's going to taste better. But once you evolve more and you realize that you don't need all that stuff, this can taste just as good. It can be just as satisfying, even though it literally tastes completely different. Your palate and the way that you experience food and the way that your body digests it and all of that and the energy you get is almost even better than some of the kind of junk food out there that's so tempting to us. I'm going to blend this real quick. It's going to be a little bit loud. That's a little too loud for this video. So I'm actually just going to sign off so I can make my dressing here, pour it on. It's so exciting. We have to make this dressing. Put it on top of anything. Just make the dressing the fattening part, and then keep everything else just fruits and vegetables, and it'll be incredibly healthy for you and absolutely delicious. Well, thanks so much for watching and encouraging me to do more journal style videos. I really appreciate all your feedback, and I love hearing your comments on anything that I have to say. Questions, as always, can go. There's a link down below. Send them to me. If you haven't heard me say it before, I'm spending the whole summer focusing on doing things like answering your questions, so cannot wait to finally give that to you. Of course, visit ecovegangal.com. Stay tuned for more content happening on there as well. Subscribe to these videos if you haven't yet. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. And I look forward, and all the social media networks as well. That's where I'm constantly updating things in between videos and written posts. Alright, thanks so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.